So here we are with another live stream. I'm going to keep it short, but I'm going to try to live stream my neighborhood here as best as I can. I'm going to try to turn this sideways to see if it works and put you on a. Maybe I could do it this way too. Keep you straight up and down. Let me see if it works. Just to live stream something. Wait a minute. Overcompensating there with his loud pipes. Uh, just to give you an idea of what it's like out front of my building here. Turn this off. You can hear a little better. I don't know how many cameras that's covering. I can't really see too well. Again, I'm legally blind from diabetes and other things. I think I got, let me move you over this way. I hope this doesn't cover those three cameras. There we go. You don't need to see my kitchen. There's nothing in it. Nothing going on. But I can live stream myself while I'm live streaming the hood, the neighborhood. See what's going on. Let me see. Move a little more like that, I guess. Yeah. So again, the big pictured window is my going off to the right. Where are we at here? Right there. That's going up toward Redner's. This little one here is going up toward Washington. This is right in front of it's my front yard right here. Right now, you don't see any cars. By tonight, every lot will be full. And every vampire, crack stem victim, fentanyl addict will be roaming around like vampires. Right now, it looks pretty quiet. I mean, it sounds pretty quiet, but I just wanted to give you some idea. This is what I sit and watch all day. I got a big screen TV just to be able to see. You know what I mean? I can zoom in on a license plate if I have to. This guy's been walking around for about 20, 30 minutes now. See what he's doing? I don't think he knows what he's doing. I don't think he knows where he's going. That's the kind of guy that needs a job, Craig. Go be a dog catcher. Put your foot up a dog's butt. That'll give you something to do all day. Word of the day, J-O-B. I stole that from the movie Fridays, but funny as hell, though. Use it quite often. Because, yeah, these people seem like they have nothing better to do all day. Just roam around causing problems. I mean, don't get me wrong. It looks like there's a vehicle parked out here or something. Got a lot of shade. I can't tell. What is that big? Oh, that's the shadow from the building, I guess. Hear him? I don't know what he's hollering about. Somebody stole his rubber ducky. What's the problem, buddy? Hold on here. Oh, I can't say it or I can't walk right. One thing, the edema or the diabetic neuropathy causes is it throws you off balance easy. I mean, I'll turn around and hit the ground. It just knocks your legs right out from under you sometimes. Why, I don't know. But anywho, this is my neighborhood. Won't you be my neighbor? Or not? Move away. Move far away. Head for the country there, Jed. Jed Clampett. So I want to get used to doing these live streams because eventually I want to get another laptop and set it up out here in my kitchen and actually do it with a what do they call that? The cameras you can hook up to a laptop. I can't even think. A webcam. There you go. Ooh, John. I'm getting Alzheimer's too, I think. Parasites infiltrated the old brain pan. But I've got multiple cameras. These aren't the only ones I'm showing you. I've got hidden cameras. I've got night vision cameras. I've got all kinds of cameras. Uh, Police vest cams. I carry one around my neck when I'm out for multiple purposes. I'm blind and I'm multiply disabled. Could not fend off an attacker, and hopefully they're after the wallet, not the camera. They can be easily caught that way if I have them on, you know, video. So the way I see, I couldn't describe anybody's description other than maybe their color. You know, to tell whether they're black, white, or Hispanic, I wouldn't be able to tell them features, whether they had bushy hair, skinny hair, long hair. And most of them roll around today with hoodies on or some kind of helmet covering their hairdos, whether it's a bandana or a hat. So it's best to just get them in live HD, 1040p, living color, audio and video, you know? But anyway, I want to get used to doing live streams again, especially on small devices like my tablet. And like I said, eventually I'm going to pick up a used or a cheap laptop or notebook, tablet, whatever, and hook up a webcam to it, and we're going to live stream 24/7. That covers many aspects of the game here. The game is you got to cover your own ass while you're filming the crazy. That way, if you're lied on, lied about, lied, you know, to the landlord or the cops or anybody, nope, here I sit. I'm talking into the camera. I can't be doing that in this too. I'm not, you know, omnipresent. I mean, I'm already covered. One of the cameras in my security system, I sit in front of every day, and I have a camera in my bedroom. I have a camera in my kitchen, hallway. So if I go to the bathroom, I'm on three separate cameras. You can see where I'm going and what I'm doing. But that's not going to stop people from lying or, you know. Again, I'm not one to climb in windows, rob people, or cause chaos physically because I can't get around no more. I'm literally homebound and with very little movement. So I might make it to the store once, twice a month. That depends on how I feel. And then I got bowel problems that just prevent you from going out most days, if you know what I mean. I'm not in depends or anything like that, but sometimes you got to stay close, real close to a toilet. I don't know if it's Crohn's, IBS. I don't know what it is, but I have it. I think it's diabetic related too. It's something to do with the bile ducts and the liver not being able to produce bile to break down the food, but it's very painful and it causes either severe constipation or severe diarrhea. So you never know. It's a roll of the dice. So pretty much I'm stuck in one spot anyway, but this proves it. They can't say he's down here causing problems at my door. No, I'm not. I don't do those kind of thing. Or he's down at the mailboxes throwing mail around. No, I check my mail maybe once, twice a week, if that, if that. And that's, again, if I'm walking to the store or going out of the building, something like that. So again, I showed my life alert button in the last video. I do have a life alert button that if pressed summons the police, the fire department, and the EMTs. The fire department is for if I'm trapped in my bathroom, fallen, can't get up type thing. they can break in my door. They use the fire police to, you know, crowbar my door open, so to speak. So sometimes they all come at once, depending on the situation. If I'm having chest pains and I can make it to my own front door, I'll be sitting on the step waiting for them. But you know, sometimes you can't. And I'm in a constant. I do suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder and panic attacks, anxiety from past and present conditions and situations. Uh, but I try to keep it under control. I stay away from people mostly. I'm an introvert to prevent my crazy from spilling into their world. With that said, I do suffer panic attacks because you're sitting here day after day waiting for what are the neighbors going to pull next? What are they going to try next? What are they going to do this week? You know, it's every month they come up with something, beginning or the end of the month, or all through the whole month. And I know what it is. They're trying to get rid of you because they want to run a crack den and sell drugs out of here and party, party, party instead of, you know, living at home, living a comfortable, quiet, serene, you know, safe environment. They want to make it a, you know, shooting gallery. It's ridiculous, and you're just in their way. So I hope you can hear me from this distance. I know I got the camera far away. I'm speaking a little louder than I usually do, but you may have to listen to this with headphones. Sorry about that. Or turn up your speakers on your computer. There's just too many people in this town running wild with no jobs. I mean, from the homeless people, the past, I would say, 8 years, our homeless people have tripled, doubled, tripled over and over again. We went from about 75 homeless to about 450 homeless people. Easy. And they come and go. They're transient. Now that the buses started running around the clock because of the college here, the community college, they're able to get here from Norristown and Philly and other places. So there's, you know, I think that's one of the problems that it created, that the homeless people can just move here from different locations. And the SEPTA bus goes everywhere, all over Montgomery County, I think into Chester County, just everywhere in this tri-county area. So you're getting an influx of just, I mean, meth heads, crazies, I mean, drunks, people that are just, I don't know. I, you don't know how to help them, but I'm not going to feed their addiction either. I'm not going to hand them money, you know. Can I get a cigarette? Can I get money? Can I get this? Can I? No, get a, you know, get a job. Get on your feet and get a job. And I'm not saying, you know, I wouldn't help somebody if they wanted a sandwich or they were hungry. I would certainly help them. But there's, I think, about 7 or 8 churches in this town that serves 1 to 2 meals a day, and it's all 8 of them. You cannot go hungry in this town. They have 2 food banks. It's impossible to be hungry or go hungry. So buying them a McDonald's sandwich is useless because they can eat for free at any one of these churches, and they give out flyers all the time. You know where the locations are. The Sunday church, you can have breakfast and lunch there. A couple of the churches do that. They serve 2 dinners or two meals, separate times, 5 and 6 o'clock. So you can eat twice of that day. I mean, there's no reason for anybody to be panhandling for food. What they're panhandling for is dope, you know, cigarettes, alcohol. No, and the fentanyl problem has just skyrocketed. There's heroin addicts now here in this town, and you know it was sparse 10, 15, 20 years ago, you might see one or two heroin addicts. Now you see 20, 30, 40 of them. All you got to do is walk up York Street in Pottstown, and boom, you can run into 15 of them. Old Leon's Grocery. I went there to shop one time because they're pretty reasonable prices. Well, John Yost or Yon doesn't own it no more. It's a foreign guy that owns it now, and I was standing in line. Sorry about that. I was standing in line with at least three heroin addicts nodding out. They were all nodding out, waiting to buy a pack of cigarettes because they just panhandle for it. I mean, oh my God. The motel down there, it was a flea bag motel to begin with. It was the Days Inn at one time. Is now catering to overdose after overdose after overdose. I stayed there one time because it is a cheap motel. It's like back then it was $80 a night. It was pretty cheap, and I needed to stay there. And it wasn't a want to. I had to, and yeah, there was like three overdoses. The ambulance was pulling out back every like hour or two. It was ridiculous. The one time I stayed there, there was I guess I would assume it was a drug bust. They had a black gentleman on the ground outside the fence because they had the whole place is fenced in, and they threw him to the ground, and all these unmarked vehicles pulled up with plainclothes people with vests on and what looked like to me AR-15s. That's back when I could see a little better. So what they were after, I have no idea what that kid did, but they were searching everywhere. So he must have dropped dope or money somewhere, and they were looking for it because they were looking under cars. They were looking everywhere. I'm standing on the balcony smoking a cigarette. I mean, this whole town is just going flip your wig crazy. So if you think I'm a little overly paranoid or a little overly zealous about the cameras, no, no, it's what is required. It's a requirement, not a hobby. Or just some old guy going, he's like a cat lady, he's a crazy cat lady, or get off my lawn type guy. No, it has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with this town has flipped its wig. And like I said, the downstairs people, they sneak up the steps and eavesdrop at my door. The only people that are worried about cameras and the only people that are eavesdropping because they're worried about what how much you know and what you're saying about them is the ones that are doing something wrong. If you fear that somebody's telling on you or you're going to get in trouble or you're going to be seen on somebody's camera, that means you're up to no good. Guarantee it. Normal people don't worry about cameras. There's cameras everywhere. You walk in a hospital, police station, Wawa, there are cameras everywhere. This town has a camera on every street light, all the way up, and it's about a 3 mile strip. And those cameras zoom in on license plate numbers. They can zoom in on the hairs on your arm. That's how good they are, and they swivel 360. Oh, the smoke alarm just went off in the Pollock building. That goes off about 3, 4 times a week. You'll hear the fire engines and the cops coming now. Watch. Let's see how long it takes them to get here. Because usually it's a false alarm. Let's see how long the response time takes. I can hear the smoke alarms going off. Fire alarm, whatever you want to call it. That's one of the reasons why I didn't want to move into that building, because they're constantly pulling on the smoke alarms. Back when they first used to do it a couple of years ago, they used to make everybody evacuate the building, even if it was a false alarm. I guess people got tired of that and just they stay in their rooms, I guess. Or apartments. They're pretty nice apartments. I've been up in there, but yeah, I don't know if you can hear that. Let me try to take you in there, show you. You can peek out the front window. I don't knock this over. Hold on there. Excuse the mess in my living room. I often bring my TV in here and set it on this stand here, and I watch TV on either my chair or my couch here. But now maybe you can hear it a little better. And yes, this is a camera right here. Got it hidden in a box. That way I can pull it in and out of the window. Oh, maybe something is going on. Somebody's hollering. Never a dull moment. This corner, this whole block is it's like South Street in Philly. It is nuts, like 24/7. You get crowds of people arguing out here. You get people pulling up with the ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom music and leaving their car doors open for like 20, 30 minutes. Especially now that summer's coming, which I think I'm going to live stream some of that too, just to show people what it's like to live in a small space. There you go. Let me see if I can have to readjust that. So, yeah, I do. It's all cockeyed. Sorry about that, folks. There we go. You'll either see or hear the fire company pulling up shortly. I mean, their response time, 30 people could have died by now. You see that? The ambulance, no ambulance. We used to get an ambulance, a couple fire trucks, and one or two or three police cars. Now look. Let them die. And here's you want to know the funny part is the fire station with the ambulance and the fire trucks are about 2 blocks up from here. So yeah, maybe 2.5, 3. Yeah, about 3 blocks, I would say. Walking distance. The police station is farther than the fire company. The police station is about 5 blocks down the other way. Fire alarm's still going off. Sometimes you won't even hear a siren. They'll just pull up and shut the alarm off. Because, again, I don't know if it's a short in their system or some kids pulling smoke alarms. I don't know. Oh, there they come. So you count the minutes, how many minutes it took them from the time I said there is a smoke alarm till now. I'm just pulling up now. Thank God it wasn't a gas fire or a gas leak or every one of them people in that building would have been dead. What is that? 18-wheeler? I can't see. It looks like a flatbed or something. Alarms are still going off. I don't smell smoke. I don't see fire or plumes of smoke coming up from the building, so I know it's not a. Here comes some more. Let me get you out here and. What a town. Other towns like this, don't let me know in the comments because I don't care. I don't care about this town. Which used to be a town, now it's like a little slice of Dante's Inferno. If you're familiar with his work, his book. There's the fire company. There you go. So that's the building across the street. It's pretty big. There's a lot of people in that building. And it's low income, but mostly older people. Sparse, but it's meaning there are some young couples, not couples, young people in there. Probably 40 on up, maybe. On up to 70-ish. Right before the nursing home type thing. There's disabled people in there. There's... Again, I was going to move there, but nah, thanks anyway. You ain't having me ride the elevator every day because some kid's pulling the smoke alarm. Not going to happen. They allow grandkids there. They allow, I guess to visit. I don't think they can live there, but it's just ridiculous. Now the building, I'm facing that one. The building across the street from that one actually did catch on fire. I think the 5th floor, something happened there. And again, it's set up the same way. It's just a smaller building. Disabled people, old people, low income people. There it goes. They shut it off. Had to be a false alarm. That's why there's no sirens. All right. And so goes the day. There's another one of my cameras watching my hallway, which these nitwits set off the smoke alarm here last week, trying to get me out of my apartment to, screw with me. And it was only my smoke alarm going off, so they did something to, you know what I mean? Make only my smoke alarm go off. Now we don't have one there because either the fireman took it thinking that the smoke detector was faulty, I guess. I don't know why they would take it, but it's not there no more. Just wiring hanging out of the wall. And I contacted the landlord well over a week ago, when it happened. I think the same night or the next day, telling him that we have no smoke alarm, we're in danger, but here we are, no smoke alarm. Now I do have them here. There's one there. There's one in there on the wall above my hats hanging. I don't know if you can see it up there. So I do have smoke alarms in here, but I have one in my kitchen. That's not going to help me if the fire rages up the steps and I can't get out. What good's that going to do me? I would like to know, well in advance that, hey, apartment 2 down below you is on fire. You better get out of the building. That would be nice. But apparently in this town, in this building, the slumlord, he don't care. So what are you going to do? A lot of activity. Jeez. It's like having an ant farm, watching them, you know what I mean, do their business. So again, I would definitely utilize my I've fallen and I can't get down bracelet, or it's not a bracelet, it's a necklace, but same thing. If I needed help with the fire company or the police, and right there she is. So I just push that button and po, fire rescue and EMTs come. So, which is good to have if there's a break-in or there's a heart attack, stroke, or I slip, dip, fall in the shower, bust my lip. I got a little button to push, and it is waterproof, they told me, so I can take it in the shower with me, which I often do. But mostly I set it outside the shower on the sink. I don't actually get it wet. I'm not trying to test the theory. So right there's my front door. The corner, the small corner camera, that's my front door right here. So I can see people coming in and out and up, down from this way or up from this way to my front door. And getting out of cars here and across the street. See this guy? Now watch, he'll walk past down here. Unless he's coming in the building. Where'd you go, buddy? There he is. So he walked on past. That's how I keep a track of who's coming in and out of the building without being too nosy. It's none of my business as long as they leave me alone. Don't, that old saying, don't start nothing, there won't be nothing. Well, don't make me be nosy. You know what I mean? Don't give me a reason to be. Mind your own, be quiet, be respectful, and you won't have a problem. I won't have a problem. None of us will have a problem. But I'm trapped between, I'm not saying like the Muslims are problems. They're not. I'm just saying I'm trapped between a mosque and a head shop, a weed shop, and there's a lot of activity. That's all I'm saying. A lot of people show up here. And there's an Aki store. People in New York call them Aki stores, or at least I've heard that. They're like little foreign shops where they sell weed products, if you ask, under the table type thing, or under the counter, Little Aki store up on the corner. Lots of people go there. I've seen people going in there for food delivery, so their food must be out of this world. I don't know what they sell there. I've never been in, don't want to go in. I avoid places like that because of the drug world activities and the criminal element. I know my niece used to visit there, and she used to come out pretty blitzed. So that's any indication. I don't want to get involved. I don't want to see it, taste it, touch it, feel it, or smell it. Keep it where it's at, and I'm happy. Don't bring it to my doorstep. Then we'll have the problems. You know? All right, I'm going to end the. Man, a lot of activity. Where's he going? Where's this nitwit going? Let me see. If you were at work today, you wouldn't be wandering around the streets like that. Go to work. So, anyway, there you go. That's the live stream for today. A little excitement, huh? That was fun. Not really, but. All right.